Now I'm going to talk about screws, webs, bosses and ribs, and these are all for assembly or for performance. The screws can be used with injection moulding because the points that have to screw together, for example this part here has to match up with this part here, and this part here has to match up with that, and the same in the middle here and here, and the same at the bottom here and here. They have to match up with the screw holes. So again, if I put the parts together, you can see that it's accurate, it will line up properly. Okay, so the screw holes are in place properly for the screws to go inside. The next part to talk about is what a web is. Now a web can be clearly seen on this product here. The web is this area here, goes from side to side. There's another web comes across here, there's one there. Here's a web in here and here and here and here. These are there for stiffness and strength, so the product retains some structural rigidity, so it's not easy to twist and it's not easy to flex. If those webs weren't there, it'd be much easier to break this product. You could squash the sides together, for example. Now you can see if I squeeze this, the side compresses a little bit. If these webs weren't there, there, there and there, the side would squash well together and the plastic would snap over time. Now bosses are these round areas that come from the bottom of the product. I'm just going to move the light here a wee bit so hopefully you can see that a bit better. So we've got a boss here where a screw comes in, so the screw drops through there and screws into the other part. You can see the boss goes right to the bottom. Now this boss stands separate from the wall. Sometimes if we've got a high load area, what will happen is the designer will actually have a web that goes from the boss over to the edge of the product, over to the housing, maybe there and there. In fact, if I look at the other end of this product, there's our boss. If we can get it lined up and focus on it. So there's a boss there, and you can see that there's a small web goes across, and that just gives rigidity to it so it can't get broken easily over time. There's a better view of it there. There's another boss there sticking out. Again, that one doesn't have any webs on it. If I look at this product here, we've got bosses here, 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 here and here. I don't know what they were for. That must be something to do with locating this part here. Oh sorry, this part here. Now the other thing that this has, that the other one doesn't have, is it has what we call ribs. Now a rib is a strengthening part that doesn't go all the way over like a web. So these little bits here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, any else up here, 9, 10, these are all what we call ribs. And again, they're there to strengthen the product and make it stiffer. And the whole idea is that it's less easy to flex like this, because if you end up flexing it like that when you're using it, it's going to break. Just to summarise what we've looked at today, we've looked at some of the details of screws, webs, bosses and ribs. Take care everybody, and we'll see you next time.